Today, I want to talk to you about why you must have a coach. My name's Andrea. I'm an international voice mindset and business coach. I'm a positive psychology coach. I'm also a best-selling author, member of the Forbes Coaches Council, and international speaker. We need to talk about coaching because coaching is one of the largest growing industries. It has literally exploded, the online coaching industry especially. So let's talk about what a coach is. Now, you may be very familiar with a sports coach, a coach that coaches athletics or whatnot. The psychology around sports coaching is actually very, very similar to the type of coaching that we would often coach with life coaching or peak performance coaching. And there are so many different types of coaching, okay? You name it, there'll be a coach for it. If you want to have a coach for writing, a coach for speaking, a coach for mindset, a coach for business, and a coach is the person who's got a very specific task. And let me break it down for you. I'm going to give you my car analogy, okay? So when people say to me, what's the difference between a coach or a mentor? Or what's the difference between a coach and a teacher? This is what I always say to them. If you think of a teacher like a consultant in business, it can also be a consultant who teaches you how to do something. They can also be somebody who does something for you, okay? So that's the teacher. So you've got a car, the consultant or the teacher will teach you about the car. They will show you how the car works. They will show you why, who, where, when, what, how, everything about the car, okay? The mentor is the person who tells you which direction you're supposed to drive the car in, because the mentor is in tell space. The coach is the person who shows you what is possible with you driving the car. The coach is the person who gives you the self-belief and the vision to be able to put yourself behind the wheel so you can actually drive the car. The healer helps you feel better about why you were scared about driving the car. The therapist is the person who digs into why you feel you can't drive the car. So I've given you the car analogy, so we're now focusing on the coach, and the coach is the person who makes what you want to do possible. The coach gives you the belief, it gives you the vision. The coach literally can see what you can become when you can't, and that's the coach's job. Our job is to facilitate your progression in whatever field it is, whether it's in your life, in your business, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your professional life. That's what a coach does. So what I observe in the people that have coaches, and those are my clients, my loved ones, people that I know who are really successful, and most of the people that I know have coaches, and what I observe with them is that they transform how they show up. They transform often the knowledge that they consume and the content that they consume. They transform how they show up daily. They change their behaviours. They are more pointed and more strategic in the behaviours that they take. They will often prune relationships, or they'll stop doing certain activities that aren't serving them and aren't helping them. I see people get more clarity, more confidence. I see people make more money. I see people get happier. I see people get really congruent with their purpose and their passion and their why. So they become more emotional and more engaged with life as well as with their business. What I see is really, really good. And don't get me wrong, there are lots of instances as well that I've heard of with the coaching industry where people have been burnt quite badly. So you have to be discerning in the type of coach that you choose to work with. And this is how you do it. You make sure that you find that coach's social proof. You find that clients that that coach has worked with, and if needs be, you go do your homework. And that's exactly what I did, by the way, when I chose my coach and when I chose my coaches. So I've got 4 coaches now. And I made sure that I spoke to other people about what experiences they had had, good and bad. And I got a mixed view so that I could make my own informed choice. And that's really important. Secondly, if you can afford the coach, you don't need them. I'm going to say that again. If the coach is within your price range and you can afford them, you don't need them. Because by very definition of you getting a coach, you are leveling up, which means you need to be in your stretch zone. So financially, you need to be a little bit stretched. It needs to hurt just a little bit. Not so much there's a panic zone and you can't afford it and it puts you out of state. Not that at all. But you need to be able to level up in every area of your life when you're leveling up. You can't just level up in one area, it's impossible. So if you're going to level up with a coach, you're going to level up the financial investment. You're going to level up the time investment. You're going to level up your accountability. You're going to level up your ownership. You're going to level up the action that you take. And it depends on which type of coach you've got, obviously. it's important that you recognise that when you invest in a coach, you're levelling up. So allow yourself to level up, allow yourself to step into that discomfort. Allow yourself to step into the growth and the unknown, in the knowledge that you're held because you have invested in the right person. And the final thing that you need to do in order to make it work, so you've hunted for your coaches, okay? You've narrowed it down, you've done the homework, you've spoken to their clients, you've looked at their results they get. You've decided how you feel when you watch them or when you experience them. And if you feel any type of mistrust or any type of no in your body, don't work with them. You only work with them if you feel like you resonate with them and you feel like they can help you and they're your person to take you to your next chapter. And you've got to look for authenticity. You have to look for integrity. You have to look for people that you trust, because these people are going to work with you often when you're at your most vulnerable, because you are going to be shifting and transforming and trying on new clothes. Literally, you're going to be like, I don't know who I am anymore, because your identity will be transforming. So you have to feel safe when you're working with that person. You have to trust them. So see how you feel with that person. You've done your homework. You've decided you're going to invest. You know it's a next level investment. It's not an investment for where you are now. It's an investment for where you want to be. So you're comfortable with going into your stretch zone and feeling that discomfort. And the last thing you have to do is you must commit to yourself and commit to the process. So how you show up in your business and how you show up for yourself is how others show up for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to do your homework. If you're watching this video, it's because you're considering having a coach or because you've already got a coach and you want a different coach. I want you to really think about what you want to create in your life and in your business. And then I want you to get busy. Good luck. Let me know how you get on. I'll see you again.